Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. And today we're back with another sex education review. Two episodes will be going live today, one now and one in a short while. So be sure to check both of them out when you can. Sex Education Season 1 is proving to be a very good show so far. If you haven't ever checked this out, it's all on Netflix, all three seasons. I'll be caught up as soon as possible as we prep for Season 4, dropping most likely late this year. So I can't wait for that. Spoilers ahead of us all, as always. Subscribe and like to never miss a video, and comment for anything else you want to see, any other TV shows, movies, games you want me to review, and any other topics or discussions you'd like to see on the channel in the future. Enjoy the review. So, sex education. This episode followed on straight from episode 1, where they decided to set up become sex therapists basically in school. Um, Maeve was going to be the money behind it, scheduling. Otis was going to be the guy who did the therapy, and Eric was just going to be the assistant who obviously got involved towards the start of the episode. They all battle their own demons in this episode. Maeve's dealing with possible pregnancy. It wasn't confirmed whether she is actually pregnant. I think she is, just the way she reacted. But then she ended up having sex with, I think his name's Chris. Not gonna confirm that, but the jock, basically, the guy you can see on the screen. Um, Maeve's character is kind of confusing. I don't think she likes opening up too much, ironically, about things when she wants to set up a sex therapist sort of business in school. Oh, she's battling so many demons, making sure his mother doesn't really find out truly what's up with him, and having her involved as much. He's dealing with the fact he's not very sexually with it, basically, I'd say. And it's at the start of the episode, you see him finding it hard to give therapy, to the girl in the stall. But then as the episode goes on, he comes across a couple that we saw at the start of the episode who are struggling to have sex in the light. The girl that wants the light off because she doesn't really like her body. The boyfriend wants the light on so he can see her and appreciate the body. And he manages to bring these two together by just talking to them, helping them appreciate themselves before each other. And it's a really good scene, a nice scene, and it shows the depth in two episodes that Otis is going to. Obviously, there's a lot of character development. There's obviously a lot to go wrong, obviously, at some point. But I'm liking where it's going so far. Eric and Otis's relationship is so affectionate and funny and brilliant. They Every time they're on screen together, it's just so good, and I love their chemistry. How he's dressed like a what's it in this episode, how Otis has the hat on. The dress senses are so funny. It is so British, the type of stuff. You have stereotypical characters, and I love it. You have Adam, who's trying to pursue his girlfriend, the girl on the far left, so much. He breaks into the house, he smashes her grandmother's ashes on this guy who's trying to get with his ex-girlfriend. So many fun scenes and iconic scenes that just stand out to me in this show. I compare it to The Witcher in the intro, and simply The Witcher just drags on for the hour, whereas this is like a 40-50 minute show, and it's not boring for the entire time. There's always something going on. There's so many engaging characters. You have these five. You have Adam, like I said. You have Ruby, who isn't really doing much at the moment. You just have loads of characters. You have the mum, who I think is such a um, she's like a nice character to have in the show. She's very intrigued to know what's going on. She wants to know what's going on with Otis. It was a really cool moment because Adam and the mum at the party had a really nice moment. And she had a moment of reflect, thinking, "Oh, I'll go home," but she ended up being stuck because someone had parked behind her. Like little moments like that just stand out to how funny this show is. Some serious topics it's touching on. Obviously we've got pregnancy in this episode, casual sex, and doing drugs, um, viral videos. Obviously Eric had a video of him sucking a banana, and it went viral. It's just it's things like that they're trying to prove themselves and help each other out, and it ended up ultimately backfiring because the girl who had trouble, sucking, she ended up choking on the banana, getting the banana, and then being sick. It was such a funny scene. The whole party scene was brilliant from start to finish. I know it was most of the episode, but This show knows what it is, it knows what it wants, and it's got a selection of brilliant characters. Obviously, I know a lot of stuff that goes on between Otis and Maeve up to season 3. And obviously, Ruby's involvement comes more and more into it. So I'm intrigued to see how we get to that point. But yeah, so far so good. Episode 2 was a excellent episode. A well flown episode, well directed and written as well. Asa Butterfield does a fantastic job of being a lead character who's an awkward teen at 16, trying to discover how to get over these sort of things and doing it with a couple of people he trusts by helping people at the same time, but also trying to make sure his mother's not involved as much. So much goodness to this show, and I hope it keeps up the pace. I think it's about 8 episodes in season 1, so I'm hoping to wrap this up maybe by the end of next week. Might do a few more reviews a lot sooner than expected. But as I said, episode 3 will drop later today. So an excellent 10 out of 10 episode for sure. And be sure to check out episode 3 when it drops. Thanks for watching as always. Take care for now. Goodbye.